It just seemed like you guys were so much more of a team than the Yankees, man. And I don't know I'm not saying anything bad about what the Yankees had over there, but it just seemed like the togetherness, the camaraderie, the chemistry, it just seemed like you guys had a little bit more of that than what was going on in the other dugout.
We had a lot. And it started early because you signed Shohei, and he has everything that he had to deal with, like when we were in Korea to start the year. So
yeah, rallying
around a new teammate that's quick and that as a group that fast, I think it only helped us, and if we can rally around Shohei and help him get through probably the toughest time that he's had to deal with, then we could deal with all our other little things that we had to deal with. And then obviously with my family in late July, them rallying around us, we had a lot of things as a group to rally around, and it was so fast and so special to see the group of guys and how we came together and overcame things. We just had a lot that made us that close throughout the course of the year. And unfortunately, we had it really early on with Shohei and his thing, but sometimes that's better, to kind of come together as a group like we did.
Dude, what was it like? Was it the circus that everyone felt like it was going to be, bringing Shohei Ohtani to LA? How crazy was it when he first got there? Did you feel the attention kind of go up a little bit more or what?
Oh, yeah. So the first day I showed up to spring training, Shohei was already there. And I'm pulling in, and, I've already spent 2 years with Dodgers. And when I pulled in, there's probably 100 cameras just filming every car that drives in, and because they don't know which one's Shohei or Yoshinobu, Yamamoto. Yeah. So it's mostly all the Japanese reporters. And
sure,
I've never seen so many cameras throughout the course of the year than I did this year. It was mayhem everywhere we went. And so Shohei started leading off at the end of the year, and we have Mookie hitting second and me hitting third. And Mookie and I started laughing. So it's like, say it's the top of the eighth or top of the ninth, Shohei has his last at bat. 15,000 people are just immediately get up out of their seats and just walk out of the stadium. They're like, oh, Shohei's done. So
whoa, stop it.
And Mookie and I are on deck, and we're like, geez, they don't care about us at all.
Way.
That was quick.
No way, dude.
Man, okay. And that's what it's like. Shohei is such a global superstar.
Right.
And everywhere he went, every city, they want to see him, rightfully so. I mean, he went 50-50 this year. He's going to win first MVP as DH. He's just incredible. And what people forget is that he's rehabbing Tommy John. And so he was rehabbing and getting his arm, and then he goes out and hits 50 home runs. It's special to watch him go about his business, man. Every day. It's crazy. And he's going to be pitching next year. And it's mind blowing. It really is. That's what we do in Little League. And he's doing it in the big leagues, Yeah, it's mayhem everywhere we go because of Shohei.
That's awesome.
It's got to be fun as hell, man, and probably a little bit sweeter when you can find a way to come together. And I know he had the shoulder there at the end of the World Series, so finding a way to win it for him, knowing all those cameras are on him and Yoshi, man, that shit had to be cool, man.
Yeah, I mean, we don't, but even though he got hurt and we were able to bring it home for him, NLCS, the home run he hit off the Cease in the NLDS, there's so many moments. And that we would never be where we were without Yoshi and Shohei. And, for Shohei to get hurt at the end of game 2 and for us to still go out there and win it, that just shows you how good our team is. And it will be for a long time. It should be a special few years, hopefully.
You guys got a good culture, man. It seems like everybody's in it for the right reasons, man.
Shohei Ohtani signed the largest contract in professional sports history at 10 years, $700 million.
Damn.
Yeah.
Does he ever make you pick up the check?
We actually split the last one. So
there we go.
Nice, man. Good teammates.
So we did a team dinner in New York, and Shohei and I split, and with Kershaw. So a lot of that's deferred, so he's not really getting paid.
That is, so they still do deferred contracts in baseball, and that helps.
$68 million of his $70 million a year is deferred.
And it's through 2050 or something like that, right?
Well,
it's ridiculous.
Me, Mookie, and Shohei are going to be 50 years old.
Still getting checks.
Man,
But I heard he makes a ton off the field, so I think he's doing good.
He's doing all right. Yeah, right.
He's
Yeah.
doing all right. Do you have any juice for us? What's something people would be surprised to hear about Ohtani? Because it's still very much a mystery because he's still like kind of learning the English
only
language,
thing I
right?
could say is when he gets on the plane, he literally just reads comics the whole flight.
Oh, yeah?
Really?
Yeah.
Are
Anime?
any like, is he like Charlie Brown in it, or like what kind of comics
It's like
are these?
anime comics, and that's what he reads
Oh, nice.
all flight.
There you go. And Jason was a big
I
anime
wanted
guy.
to be a CPA, so
I hear
he
you.
wants to read comics,
Yeah.
I
Just
get
get
it.
down with some Dragon Ball Z.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you thrown with Shohei?
No, so I've watched him play catch. He throws to a catcher and whatnot, and I also think he doesn't want to interrupt like the bullpen pitching like routine and stuff. I would love to play catch though. Maybe in spring training when he isn't really on like a super set regimen. I'll play catch. I would love to. That would be awesome.
What have you seen when he's just throwing? Is it different?
Yeah, like the weight room, right, and then like his plyo routine, then going into like his catch play, like everything's so specific, and it's tailored to him, and I haven't really been able to ask him too much because like I don't want to have a 25-minute conversation and then delay his routine or my routine, but it's just the way he like uses the ground that is so unique, right? When he's done playing catch, you can see the divot where his back foot is and his front foot where they land, and it's the same every single time. And that's just him being, pretty much a perfectionist, right? It's like every rep, and when he got off the mound for the first time, everybody had videos of it and whatnot, and I got to ask him, I'm like, how's it feeling? And he's like, I haven't got off the mound in so long, like just the extra 2 inches from the slope, he had to get used to it again, and like I can relate to that. My first couple bullpens during the off season, it's always super weird because you play catch on flat ground and going to the mound is different. So, yeah, he's great, and it's like you would never know that he is who he is, right? If you're just like sitting there next to him, right? Like guy's watching anime, he's cracking jokes, like he loves to laugh, right? And he's he's a great teammate. So that's something that I definitely got to learn from him this year, and I faced him a few times and I never really knew of him as a teammate, and I've heard great things, but personally getting to know him and whatnot, like that's been awesome.
How thankful are you? I ask every major leaguer that comes on the show, how thankful are you that you are in the same era as him?
Being teammates with him, it's when he hit the 50-50, right? We're in Miami and the ball goes into the stands, and I'm looking at a few of my buddies, and I'm like, we're a part of history here. Like we are watching history. Like I'm going to be able to talk about him personally to my grandkids. That's like, it's just super, it's weird, but in the best way, it's like, I can't believe that, and it's like, you can't take it for granted. And yeah, it's, he is, it kind of leaves me speechless. It's hard to put into words about someone who is that great at what they do. But then it's like, you watch him do his work day in and day out, and you're like, this guy deserves it. He doesn't slack on anything, and yeah, he's the real deal, right?
ご視聴ありがとうございました。チャンネル登録と高評価よろしくお願いします。